In the Gospel of Luke, instead of the 8 Beatitudes that are in Matthew's Gospel, we get 4 blessings and 4 woes. Like the Beatitudes, they were meant to guide the followers of Jesus towards a new reality and new priorities within the kingdom of God. Although arranged as 4 blessings followed by 4 woes, they seem to echo each other, becoming a sort of good news, bad news thing. For instance, blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of God, is later echoed in the woes by, woe to you who are rich, for you have already received your comfort. The temptation is for us to interpret this as a blessing for some, but a rebuke for others, as if there were 2 different audiences to whom Jesus was talking. I'm not convinced, however, that that was the intent. Both the blessings and the woes can apply equally to any of us at any time. They are meant to describe the human condition and to call us to adopt the priorities of the kingdom of God. Let's look at each one as a set of blessings for a life well lived and the corresponding woes that can result from a life misspent. Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. But woe to you who are rich, for you have already received your comfort. Here it seems easy for us to divide those whom Jesus was talking to. We are obviously the poor, because every one of us knows someone who is richer than we are. They have to be the ones to whom Jesus was talking about when he said, woe to you guys. Of course, if we really want to be existentially honest, then yeah, most of the world's population is a lot poorer than we are. Or to be brutally honest, we are richer than most of them are, a lot richer. The median income per year in South Africa, for instance, is about $5,000. And in India, it is only $2,500 per year. In the US, all things considered, the median income is about $40,000. So maybe you are poor here in America if you actually fall somewhere below that line. But even if that is the case, it doesn't really seem like congratulations are in order. I don't think Jesus was much of an economist. He wasn't interested in acquiring wealth. He was more interested in our attitude toward wealth. If you are rich and you delight in being so, and you want more than anything else to get even richer, then woe to you. For even if you only make $5,000 a year right now, you are probably already too rich. And if you make $1 million a month, at least on paper, but still put the welfare of others way ahead of wealth in your priorities, then congratulations. You are blessed with the right attitude, and yours is the kingdom of God. Proverbs 23 offers this advice. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. In other words, don't get too attached to your stuff. Jesus' advice was this. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And there is the key. Where is your treasure? Woe to you if all you treasure is here on earth. And blessed are you if you know the stuff that you have isn't what you need to value and protect. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and you will know what to do about all the rest. You can really apply the same idea to every one of these blessings and woes as well. It all depends upon what you are seeking. Blessed are you who hunger now, for you will be satisfied. Woe to you who are well fed now, for you will go hungry. In the book of Matthew, this becomes, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Which is not to make light of the fact that physical hunger is a real problem for many. But those who hunger and thirst for righteousness are truly the ones who have the right goal in life and the right attitude for life within the kingdom of God. If I live only for my own pleasure and I am satisfied with that, then what are other people to me anyway? Why should I care whether they are hungry, as long as I am not? If, however, I follow the teachings of Jesus and desire to do unto them what I would have them do unto me, then I will also delight in feeding the hungry. The world being what it is, in fact, I may be hungry for either food or righteousness, at least some of the time, but I also know that God will provide all that I need in God's own time. Therefore, I am blessed. The kingdom of God is reserved for those who define their own well-being in concert with the well-being of all the others who are around them, and who make it their goal in life to improve the quality of life for others. Blessed are you who weep now, Jesus said, for you will laugh. Woe to you who laugh now, for you will mourn and weep. Author John Connolly once said, the nature of humanity, its essence, is to feel another's pain as one's own, and to act to take that pain away. There is nobility in compassion, a beauty in empathy, a grace in forgiveness. It is possible, I suppose, to live a life kind of like what Simon and Garfunkel once sang about, as a rock, as an island, feeling no pain and shedding no tears for others who are suffering. But what sort of life would that really be? It would totally disconnect us from the rest of the world, living with all the shades pulled down, so to speak, so that we can never see the needs of others. We would end up with a life that contains neither joy nor sorrow, but only solitary confinement. Better to care, and therefore to be alive, than to cease caring and die within, long before they carry you off to your grave. Both joy and sorrow are the stuff life is made of. Real life is only found when we take our place in a world that is filled with other people. Another author, Barbara Kingsolver, once said, empathy is really the opposite of spiritual meanness. It's the capacity to understand that every war is both won and lost, and that someone else's pain is as meaningful as your own. Jesus wanted us to understand that whether we laugh or cry, we should do so in response to the welfare and well-being of others around us. In the kingdom of God, empathy is gold. It purchases everything that has any real value in life. And finally, blessed are you when people hate you, when they exclude you and insult you and reject your name as evil because of the Son of Man. Woe to you when everyone speaks well of you, for that is how their ancestors treated the false prophets. He may have been singling out his future apostles here. It kind of feels like that. Or maybe I am just internalizing it because I'm a preacher. There's a meme circling around that shows a preacher sitting at his desk saying, I thought my sermon would be good. It was just okay. I thought my other sermon wasn't good, and everyone loved it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I know just what he is talking about. I do have a goal when I preach. My goal is to share truth. My goal is to express love and compassion. My goal is to bring light into every dark place. So, of course, I expect that people are going to treat me with all the respect that they accorded Jesus. And we know how that turned out for Jesus. Better the cross, however, than a pat on the back, because in the kingdom of God, it is only the approval of God that matters. Incidentally, just because they hate you doesn't mean you are right. It's not an equation where one side equals the other. It is just a call to make sure that you are not seeking the approval of others more than you are seeking the approval of God. And of course, this blessing is not really just about preachers. In 2 Corinthians, Paul wrote, we are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making his appeal through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. His words apply to every one of us as Christians. The life each of us lives should appeal to others, in essence, saying to them, "Be ye therefore reconciled to Christ, even as we are." These words of Jesus lay out for all of us the nature of life within the kingdom of God. That life, like his, remains countercultural and transformative. It views the world differently, and it asks us to live in this world differently as well, as citizens of the kingdom of God. I like what Sarah Henrich, the professor of New Testament at Luther Seminary in St. Paul, Minnesota, had to say about Christ's vision for life within the kingdom of God. God is creating a realm, she said, bringing it to life among us by that same power that emanated from Jesus, in which no one is hungry or mourning or poor or disregarded, at the very same time that others are abundantly well fed, rich, laughing, and respected. It is up to us to embody that vision and to make it a reality. Be safe, and God bless you.